make some money in that account. Dude, I did not have not one winning trade in this account, bro. Not one winning trade, man. That's what's crazy. Not one. God damn. God damn. All right. There goes that account. Not one winning trade in that account. Mm. Yeah, what's up, J Stores? What's up? See if I can get this we can get this short here. Hmm. Nah, I already took profits on it. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I saw this thing kept going too, man, which sucks. Which sucks, because I mean, I only took yeah, this thing's still going. But no, I mean, it doesn't suck, man. You know, I took the profits on it. It hit my target, and that's what I should always be. So I took profits at 430, and apparently I could have held this thing for longer. Apparently I could have held this thing like completely longer, but yeah, this is it right here. I was able to get in at that double bottom retest right there, and this is why I absolutely enjoy silver. I don't know if y'all guys can see that, but man, but I only risk. Well, I don't know why it says 190, but it was supposed to only be 180 on this play, and it went straight to target. Left money on the table. Nah, yeah, I took my profits at my target. My bad. You're right, Alfred. I should use the correct terminology. I took profits at my target. As you know, we don't do anything else other than that. We don't do anything else other than that. You know, we don't do anything other than that. But yeah, silver is definitely coming back. I might actually, you know, let me look at silver, because actually I might can catch a short here. I might can catch a short on silver. 'Cause I think this thing was short pretty soon. I think both gold and silver was short. Dang. I think I missed it though, but Mm, well, maybe not. Maybe not. I gotta make sure that I'm paying attention to the structure entirely. I mean, I mean, honestly, I'm surprised this thing hasn't rolled over, honestly. I'm surprised. All right, so I'll take a stab at this right here. Well, man, I guess I have to ask myself, is this a pullback? Or, well, I guess it didn't necessarily break anything. I guess it didn't really break anything. And that's one of the things that I have to really start paying attention with silver. If it didn't break nothing, then it didn't break anything. $8.25. On a 5-minute, could potentially be an area, but shit, I don't know. Shit, I don't know, man. Hey, what's up, Investor Z? I want to short this on I want to, but man, all the metals have just been abnormally bullish. Like it's hard. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. And I mean, the market's been kind of doing this to me all week. It's not. Shit, how you liking it so far, Smith? Damn. Damn. Damn, gold. Damn. You're not gonna let your boy hit? Like, come on. Whoa, Alfred. Whoa. Gold is a fair maiden. I won't allow you to sully her reputation online. Well, that's not fair. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna pull this order, man. I already had a good trade on silver. I guess I'll just be happy with that, I guess. I mean, these metals and in these indices have been definitely a challenge to trade. Right when right when I start to actually trust certain setups, now the market just completely misses it now. Like, it's like, oh, gotcha. Man, that would have been a great short if I was able to participate in it. So this happened to me just right now. This happened to me yesterday, and this happened to me the day before. Like, this entire week, the metals has just been missing my entries. Okay. Pull these orders. You said to move on silver. Did it hit one of your 50 levels, Santiago? Yeah, honestly, Santiago, I definitely agree. I agree, but don't we have CPI tomorrow? Right when I start to trust the setups. Yeah, we have CPI tomorrow, so make sure you're not in a trade around 7:30 Central Time. We have jobless claims, but no one cares about anything else other than CPI. And then we got personal income on Friday, and then we have quad wishing. So that's going to be fun. And y'all guys already know that on Thursdays I lock out the account at nighttime, so I don't trade. I don't trade on Fridays in none of my funded accounts. Oh no, he says Apex does a full trail on Tradeovate. What do you mean by that, Santiago? Oh yeah, Apex has a trailing drawdown, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you knew that. That's interesting. I thought, yeah, I thought you knew that. Yeah, just like TPT and the funded side, Apex has a trailing drawdown, so you know what to expect. I mean, you said it won't stop at 7,500, so that means so you were able to lose more money. So you were up 15K. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've done that. So I've done that on stream so many times. We get to the 20K mark and then all of a sudden I blow the account. Yeah, that's unfortunate though, Santiago. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it sucks, man. I have a Apex graveyard of accounts that were blown with a positive balance. Yeah. It's a stupid thing, man, but I guess that's why those accounts are cheap. Because if Apex was expensive, if they was selling their accounts at full price, honestly, I couldn't convince myself to buy an Apex account. There would be no reason to. They're spending all that money and then having a trailing drawdown on top of that? No, sir. Not for me. That trailing drawdown is a deal breaker for me without a discount. But then at the same time, I really don't even take Apex accounts seriously because in nowhere. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. All right, that's what I'm gonna start looking for now. I'm looking to trade the leg that breaks structure and that pullback. Hmm. Yeah, I probably would have. Just like certain situations like that, that would have, you know. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Just one of those things where it's like, well. Let me see. Because I don't have to really look for the pullback if that's not gonna work. Mm. Just unfortunately in this situation. Yeah, I had silver stop me out, and I think it was just the news. I think it was just the news. Silver stopped me out. Like she ticked me, man. And she actually ticked me on that. So on my 18 tick stop, she ticked me and went in my direction. She did it twice. Damn, son, where'd you find that? Mm. Mm. And then I've already passed this account, so now I'm just waiting for the account to transition into this phase 2 of Blue Sky. So I will say this, man, today was definitely today was not a good day. Today was definitely not a good day. And that's not gonna work. I was talking to my trading partner Smith about this. Talking to my trading partner Smith, and gold got underneath my skin today. Well, actually, it was silver. Actually, it just gold was just adding to it. It was silver, but gold was adding to it. I had a position on silver that got ticked out, and I was away from my desk at the time. So I left the position. I mean, I was already fighting myself about leaving a position open while not monitoring the position itself. And silver runs, for whatever reason, silver ran higher than the level. I mean, it was like a stop run. It stops me out, and then it goes in my direction. Actually, I'm sitting looking at my other chart because I charted it. I was like, dude, what the hell? Like, what was up with that? And it just completely just had me in a bad mood the entire day. It was right here. Yeah, I put my stop, or I entered in at 325 at this range right here. So that was my entry right there. I had an 18 tick stop. The market shoots up just enough to stop me out. I think it hit me by like 2 ticks. I think it was like 2 ticks. I think it was. Actually, let me see. So it was anyway, it doesn't matter. And then I looked at the charts thinking that, oh shit, I got another gold trade, another silver play, and that plays out. And then I look at the charts and I saw that it stops me out, and then it does this shit. And so I was pissed the entire day. The entire day I was just pissed. I couldn't believe silver did that. Just couldn't believe it. And ever since that, I came home. I tried shorting silver, and shit. We all know what happened. I said fine, and said, well, I'm just gonna take a long here, since I mean either is gonna work or is not. Good thing for me, I was able to get all my losses back in this move right here. I even left money on the table with this silver long, but silver definitely has been on one, dude. Yeah, like I feel the same way too, Santiago. I feel the same way too. But I think that's the trap. My initial thought on silver is that it can be bearish. But what has me reconsidering my bearish thesis is that even though the bears has been trying to sell this market down, the market has not taken out or even has even come close to that low. Where's my pin? The market hasn't come close near this low yet. If actually is making higher lows though. You got a higher low there, higher low, and a new higher low, which is making this trend line. So actually what I should do is actually watch for a trend line break here. Actually, I should draw a trend line here. Hey, what's up, Tony Gold? Yeah, that trailing drawdown sucks, man. That's why the only account that I trade with Apex is the 300K account, because it's the closest thing, even though it has a trailing drawdown attached to it as well. I mean, the drawdown is big enough to where you don't really notice it. At least I don't. I don't notice it for real. So the way that this trend line is sloped up, Santiago, man, I don't know. Either the market has to break through it with some authority, or there's going to be some traps near that trend line, because especially how it's sloped. You have a nice slope trend line right here. Price can easily come back and bounce. And, but this is an easy, slope to bounce off of. It's not like it's an acute angle where, there's no room for price to even bounce off of it, really. So, You said that the silver is on your 50 short. On no. On Apex, you need 20k on those 300ks. You need 20k. I keep finding myself trading these 20k accounts because oh yeah, I forgot my story. Forgot. Yeah, today was just not one of my best days, and I'm glad this was all off stream because I went completely tilt. I got set off by silver because it seemed like I was getting stopped out of everything, and my winning trade today was a gamble. You know, just kept getting stopped out. It was pissing me off. So I go to gold in my Blue Sky account, and I was down about 7k in that account before I was able to bring it back to 20k. To be completely honest, it got to the point to where if it blown the account, then I was gonna let it happen. In hindsight, I do recall telling myself to just take the loss. I mean, it's a big loss. I mean, it was like 7k at the time. Actually, what actually happened in that situation was that for whatever reason, I had a actually let me show y'all the position I had on gold. So it was right here. Where is it at? This happened. Where the hell is it at? Okay, so this is the leg, right? That's what happened at the end of the day. I don't recall that. I recall shorting a double. Okay, I think, okay, this is probably, okay, this is what happened, right? Yeah, I think this is it right here. No, that can't be it. Because I remember, and then it bounces back. Okay, I think, okay, so yeah. All right, so yeah, so this is the area right here. Okay, I was like, dude, I don't remember this. Anyway. So I shorted this area right here, and then I scaled in at 78 or like 77 or something like that with my stop like above the high at 83, right? And I'm up at like $1,200 at the time, and I see my P&L go up, but then I look at the account and I was like, hold up, I'm not in the, shit. This whole time I was in the sim, up $1,200 in the sim. I didn't notice I was still in the sim, because usually I'm not in the sim. I'm not in the sim with my Blue Sky account. I was like, why the hell am I in the sim? And so I'm up $1,200 in the sim, and that's what really just set it off on top of everything else. I don't know why. It just seemed like everything that wanted to go wrong today just went wrong. So you already know that as the market was going down, I full ported, but then it pops right back up, and so I closed out for a $2,000 loss and said, you know what? I'm gonna go long here, I guess. I catch this long right here because you see this consolidation. I was in right here. It pops up, and I was like, okay, I'll take the $2,000 loss, and then I'll go long. And then it only goes long so far. And so this leg right here, I'm down. So I'm in at 71.7. Yeah, 717. So I'm thinking to myself, I just made a great decision. I just caught this pop. Let me target these highs. Man, these stupid bulls. These stupid bulls. Like, oh, like, dude, these bulls been running through supply all week. All like, dude, that shit. Like, dude, I was like, dude, what the hell is up with this shit? The bulls was running supply all freaking week. And now that I'm actually getting in long ass supply, y'all want to actually respect that shit? Now you want to respect supply? Bastards. So I'm sitting here. I'm in drawdown in the position. I'm in drawdown like 7-8K right here because I'm full port up here at the top. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. If this account dies, it dies. Fuck it. I was just that pissed off, man. I was like, dude, why is everything that's going wrong today going wrong? And I guess lucky for me, gold pops back up and we get that big run at the end of the day. Big run at the end of the day. Saves the account. I'm able to pass it. It's like I said, it wasn't pretty. It got really ugly towards the end. Hey, yo, what's up, Infinity NQ? Infinitely NQ. K-Trade, you said the same thing happened to you? Oh, you say you built your own platform for real estate, Santiago? Yo, you and Smith, dude. Yeah, like Smith was using ChatGPT to code his P&L calendar. Damn, you too, John? Yeah, so you say you don't full port nothing? Shit, I full ported and I said fuck it, man. I said fuck it. It seems like today was a very challenging day for a lot of people. If you were able to make money today, congratulations, because you were one of the few. But for the rest of us, we were fighting for our lives. We were fighting for our accounts' lives. There's a lot of accounts that were lost today because of gold's indecisiveness, because of silver being nasty. You said that you said what happened well, Santiago, honestly I would use it, but I don't 100% understand, or let me rephrase it. I don't 100% understand I said the same thing. The rules behind it, because if I go back to it, I mean, because you said that you just look for ranges and you look for a break, right? So I look at the range, look for the break, and either I'm doing it wrong, because I mean it works for you, and it seems like I'm not getting the same results as you are. Because it kind of, and it's kind of weird because I look for ranges myself, and I'll trade at a range. That's kind of my whole strategy is, I'm looking for a range, I'm looking for a breakout, and I'm literally trading a pullback to a range, literally. But for whatever reason, it seems like my 50 doesn't work the same way as your 50. Hold on, give me one second. But yeah, my 50, it seems like my 50 doesn't work the same way that yours does, Santiago. Unless you're doing it. So I guess maybe because I'm doing it on tick charts, maybe that's why. I don't know. I mean, let's see. We only got a 5 minute or something. So look at the Discord. Hmm. 5 minute, huh? Oh, this is the trade that Santiago made 12K on. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. All right, so because I remember you said that you just look for the manipulation. You look for the top and the bottom. You don't pay attention to the stop hunt. So when you say top and bottom, are you looking for overlapping candles? Would it be something like this? You say a top and the bottom, right? So the bottom wick, top wick, you pull it over to the... Oh. Or is it like this? Ah, yeah, this is gold. Yeah, this is gold. Does it mostly work on what the Nasdaq? Well, you said that it works on everything. All right. You know, that actually looks like a short on silver, actually. But man, I'm just tired of I'm just kind of tired of this, honestly. I'm tired of shorting and my shorts get stopped out. I'm just tired of it. Yeah, sure, that's cool. What is the bot looking for? Yeah, sure. So, how do you make your determination on your range though? Excuse me. All right, okay, trader. So based on balance to imbalance. Hmm. You know what, Santiago? I really don't know what that means. I know what you're talking about when you're saying the market is imbalanced or balanced. But if I look on a chart, okay, so I guess I'm trying to figure out why you drawing the range the way that you draw that you've drawn it. Because what I see is like the most overlapping candles is at this point, and the most overlapping candles is at this high. And that's my assumption is the reason why you chose this to draw it that way. Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's it's correct to assume that. Okay. All right. So the most overlapping candles, that's where you draw your range. You're not focused on the little wicks because these are the this is the market taking liquidity above the high of this range, and this is the market taking the liquidity underneath the low. And then you break, and then this is the retest. But we'll see if it holds. Yeah, that's exactly what was happening to me today, Santiago. I tried to short this market, and it gave me hope, and then it took that hope away from me by stopping me out and taking my money. Yeah, it seems like outside of scalping, and even scalping, you got to be patient. Even if you're scalping the market, you got to be patient for the right setup. You got to be patient for the correct pullback. And you have to be patient for your target. Like, god damn. Oof. Mm. Hold on, you made a copy trader? K trader? Could I've gotten away with this? You can't keep getting away with this. No. Yeah. Those are those Goldilocks trades when you get into it, no emotional ties, no nothing. Just get paid. God damn. I guess this is my body telling me that I should get more sleep. But when you're a father of two crazy girls, yeah, sleep is out of the question. I don't realize it, but I don't sleep. I'm up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, just working. Go to the gym, get some things done before the stream, get my daughter situated. There is no sleep. 7:15. When one cries, dude, it's just like, yeah, just keep them tired, keep them weak, keep them tired. Keep them weak, keep them tired. One starts crying, the other stops. The other one stops, the other one starts crying. Shit, it only happened towards the end of the fucking day. All right, so I gotta okay. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know if I should I don't know. I guess we'll see tomorrow. Santiago, would you leave a position, a resting limit order overnight? God damn, dude. This is the damn. Yo, look how choppy the ES was yesterday. That is crazy, man. Damn, look at all this chop and slop. Look at this chop. You're okay with losing? Well, shit, I don't like losing anything. Yeah, what's up, KD? What's up? Man, that's definitely a constant battle. That's definitely a constant battle. A constant internal battle because I need to put on a certain amount of risk to get paid out. But at the same time, if I'm trading size that doesn't get me emotional, then that means that my trades aren't big enough. That means I'm wasting my time. At least that's how I see it and how I feel about it. Mm. So Santiago uses reverse psychology. Huh? I already lost the money. But when that money comes back with friends, it's like, oh, okay. You're setting your expectations low, so you'll never be disappointed, but it'll be a delight surprise. Yeah. Yeah, as I progress in my trading journey, when people say that we're not trading certainty in the markets, we're trading probabilities. And yeah, I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree. Man, gold didn't allow me to participate in this short. But don't you want to enjoy the trade though, Santiago? Yeah. Yeah, because I think I was speaking about this I think on Monday. Or maybe last week. I'm not sure when I spoke about this, but I know I spoke about it. It's like, dude, I don't want to get to a point to where I can't even enjoy the trade, man. I want to enjoy the trade. I want to get in a trade, maybe feel like, oh man, it's about to hit my stop, and then, feel that relief that hey, it hit my target. I want to be able to, I don't want to become a robot. Because if that's the case, then I might as well let one of Cave Trader's algos trade for me and just come back and see the results. I want to feel human while I'm trading, but yeah. Dude, I saw somebody talk about platinum. Platinum is PL, right? It's PL. Yeah. PL F6. That's interesting. What a time to be a metals trader. What a time. Uh-oh. Oh man, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Platinum. The secret sauce to trading platinum is drawing a trend line. And I guess that is actually true. That is actually true. Look at that trend line. So platinum, all you need on platinum is a trend line, huh? All you need on platinum is a trend line. Look how beautiful price is just tapping that trend line. Every time it comes to it, it bounces off of the trend line. Okay. So platinum, huh? Platinum, huh? $5 a tick, yeah. I guess Tori Trades was right, huh? I guess her $10,000 trend line course. Huh. This is my first time actually looking at platinum. And I was like, there's no way that all you need is a trend line on platinum. But apparently that's all you need. That is crazy, dude. That is absolutely crazy. If you literally just waited for a trend line touch, you got paid. Shit, I'll collect all the metals like the Infinity Stones. I'll collect all of them. You know, off topic. The Infinity Stones are actually real. Y'all guys know that, right? I mean, obviously, it's symbolic, but it's definitely real. It's definitely real. This is real. When I saw this, I was like, huh, so this is them telling you the truth. You know, like how when people say that you can be lied. Well, it's people don't say this. It's if you understand the rules of the game, you can be lied to as long as you're being told the truth. So no one is not responsible for how you interpret what is said. As long as you're told the truth, someone can lie to you. Now, it's your responsibility to be able to interpret what somebody says and tells you. And that's why when people's like, oh, I can't believe this person lied to me, they shouldn't get away with this. As long as they told you the truth. That's why karma doesn't ever get these people. Now, if they completely lie to you, then yeah, they're breaking the rules of the game and they will get their karma. But anyway, the point. So since we're talking about stones, like think about what makes a person successful. What makes a person able to quote unquote take over the world? Think about this. The space stone, you control your space, you control your mind, you can control your reality, you control your energy, you control your time, and you've awakened your soul. This what makes somebody successful. Now, obviously, they put them in stones, and there was like, oh yeah, Thanos has a gauntlet and blah blah blah. But we all have the power. These are all the things that you have to master to be able to literally change your reality. And I'm speaking through personal experience. Your space, you have to make sure that your space, that you're in a space that promotes growth. You have to clear out your mind because our mind is scattered. Stuff with stuff from our childhood, stuff from traumatic experiences. The mind usually. Looks like someone got their car towed. Anyway, the mind likes to hold on to traumatic experiences, and we have to get rid of those experiences, because sometimes when something traumatic happens to us, that becomes our whole personality. That becomes who we are. And if we're not mindful of that, unfortunately, it's hard to get out of that. Kind of like another truth that's hidden in plain sight, kind of like with Genjutsu in Naruto's universe, where a Genjutsu user can put you under an illusion, and the only way to get out of that illusion is having somebody touch you. It's the same thing. For whatever reason, we cannot see our own demons, but we can see the demons of other people. And if we don't have somebody that we trust to speak to, then we'll carry on with these demons, and a lot of people die in ignorance. And I believe that's like the greatest sin, dying in ignorance. It's not a lot of people's fault, but unfortunately, a lot of people do. You control your reality. A lot of people have a 9-to-5 job, and this is just something everybody can relate to. If you don't like your job, you can literally change it. Now you'll be uncomfortable. A lot of people stick to the jobs that they don't like because, they pay the bills. And that's it. But if you don't want to do it anymore, you can change your reality. Like, I've changed my reality so often. I've already told you, like, I was in the military. I was a welder. Or first I was working on a shipyard. Then I became a welder. Now I'm in the IT field. Now I'm in engineering. I've changed my reality at least 5 times. And now I'm trading. I've changed my reality six times. I've gone through so many things. I can change my reality, and you can too. Your power, your will. You control your time. You manage your time. If you're spending all of your time, and that's what these apps, that's what they're doing. A lot of people don't see it this way, but these apps are competing for your time and your attention. If they keep you distracted, they'll keep you complacent. I don't watch TV anymore. The only time I'm looking at a screen is when I'm looking at a chart. But I don't watch TV. Well, I guess there are some things that I still watch. I watch South Park sometimes. But for the most part, I'm not watching TV. I'm watching these charts. And your soul, you gotta make sure your soul is good, man. You gotta make sure your energy is good, your soul. Because if your soul ain't sitting right, then unfortunately, you're not gonna get far. People can feel you. If you got a quote unquote dark past, if you're holding on to negative stuff, well, your soul will hold you back. And so when I was watching this movie and I saw all of this, I was like, oh shit, look at them telling everybody the truth. But a lot of people ain't gonna catch it though. A lot of people wasn't gonna catch that. Okay. And once you put all of these stones together, that's when you can achieve anything. But the one thing that it was missing though is one of the key aspects that you need for creation is the balance between masculine and feminine energy. One of the things that through my journey, one of the things that I had to understand was, why is it that back before the internet, back before information was only available to the few and to secret societies and covenants, one of the biggest things I think now is more tradition, but it meant more back in the day. If you didn't have a wife, so if you were a male politician and you did not have a wife, you were not taken seriously because you're not able to create. You wouldn't have a balance between masculine and feminine energy. Obviously, as the male, you're expected to have the masculine energy, and your wife is supposed to balance you out with her femininity. You're supposed to build it. She's supposed to make it into a home. She's supposed to make it into a complete package. Like TradingView. Like, just use this as an example. Let's just say that as a man or as the masculine, you built TradingView. What your wife or what your feminine partner will do is add color to it. Let's make these candles green and represents buying. Let's make this candles red and represents selling. Let's make these little icons, make them cute, make them visually appealing. This is the combination of masculine and feminine energy. It's creation. So that's the one thing that they were missing in that movie, but I'm pretty sure it was there. But I guess I had to probably watch the movie again to see it. So you don't risk more than you can lose, bounce back fast. And that's so easier said than done. That's so easy. Because we can all just trade 1 micro, 2 micros. I mean, I trade 2 micros on silver because I mean the profitability on that thing is great. But like something like on the Nasdaq, because I think a lot of people trade the Nasdaq. And like I said, in my opinion, the Nasdaq is kind of untradeable at the moment, so I don't necessarily focus on it as much as I usually would or previously would. But I've tried. So we made 20K only trading 3 micro contracts on the Nasdaq and catching big moves. We took a 20K or a 300K Apex account, and in 30 days we made 20K. 30 days we made 20K, mainly trading 3, I think it was either 3 or 4 micro contracts. The account, so the account I just passed, it took me 13 days to make 20K. And actually, let me just hold on, let me just take a screenshot so I can show you guys my P&L on this. So yeah, it took me 13 days to 13 days. And I was trading mostly minis in this account. So trading minis, and then I'm pretty sure I could have gotten it sooner, because you know, some of these days where I only made like $900 or $600, I lost $3,000 on the second day, almost blowing the damn account. I guess you just have to be okay with trading more than a couple of days, because these prop firms kind of have it to where you can pass in 2 days, you can get paid in 5 days. So in 7 days, you can get paid out at a minimum. Yeah, micros are low risk. You can really do a lot with micros. My only thing with micros is that, at least in the props, is that they're expensive, depending on what firm you use. Blue Sky and the futures desk and Lucid has cheap micros. Everybody else's micros are super fucking expensive. It gets to the point to where I mean, I'm pretty sure they've done this purposely, but if you're trading more than 5 micros, you might as well trade a mini because of the commissions. They're expensive. Expensive. You can lose about $30 in commissions on 10 micros, depending on the firm. It's like they're charging $2 to trade a micro contract round trip, which is crazy. So why are you charging me $2? And these other firms is charging me like 50 cents or something like that, or $1. It says TPT has cheap micros too. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up, infinitely NQ. That's what's up. I think shit. Me and Alfred talk about this shit all the time. I mean, how many times have we had the conversation where it's like, okay, I want to go to micros. No, I want to go to minis. Nah, I want to go to micros, and then it's a back and forth type of thing. I guess it's each their own, I guess. To each their own. Yeah, I don't scalp. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But shit, those man, shit, dude. It does and it doesn't. It really depends. It really depends because especially when I'm trading gold. I mean, I only have one target, so if I'm trading like 5 micros, if I'm trading 5 MGC contracts and I'm only going for 90 ticks, I'm paying $30 in commissions. I only get $423. $423. And I'm either left with the choice of adding one more contract to make up for that $30 that I just spent in commissions, or just eating the commissions or eating the cost, which I just usually eat the cost because I'm not. I mean, I look for 90 ticks in the funded account. I just look for those 90 tick base hits just to get them done. Because at the end of the day, it's just, I mean, I'm just trying to get paid out. But because anything over that, I mean, I could go for like 10 points or like 11 points. But sometimes gold can be nasty, and sometimes it'll only go like 9 ticks or 90 ticks. You said raw C. I'll look at that. And yeah, I also have a scalping strategy that I use too. So, well, I guess I'll look at raw C. I guess I'll look at it. Because I was gonna ask you. So, what's the strategy? What is he looking for when he scalps? Yeah, let me make sure that I don't have any contracts on short. Let me make sure. Because this thing is not about the short. This thing is not about the short. I would not try to short silver right now. I would not try to short this thing. That is not going to short. This is the bears trying to short this thing. Look how many times they've tried. This thing is going to stop, run higher. I'm actually considering getting into this long, but I'm not doing it though. But look how many times the bears have tried to short this thing. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is their 5th try trying to short that thing. So we got 5 layers of stops just resting above this high. So what I think they're going to do is probably go lower. But I mean, shit, if they tap into all this liquidity right here, they're going to push this thing higher. You said my stop? Yeah, I don't. Hold on. Are you talking to me, Santiago, or are you talking to someone else? Yeah, I'm not in nothing right now. I'm not in nothing. Damn, gold. Damn. Okay. Damn. Well, maybe. Okay, so. So gold missed me right here. Oh yeah. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. There's no momentum in the market right now. I wouldn't go long. But what I'm saying is, so how I would trade this is I would just wait for the breakout and trade the retest, because at this point, all the bears are stopped out of this thing. If this thing runs higher, it's gonna run the stops, and everybody's just gonna become buyers at this range on the pullback. Everybody's gonna become buyers. The sellers are gonna become buyers. You're gonna have new buyers come into the market. So I'm always gonna look for the breakout and then just come back and trade that retest. No problem, John. No problem. Yeah, there's definitely nothing for sure. For sure. All right. We're almost at that time. So I mean, I guess we could just go over. So we do have CPI tomorrow. Just make sure that you'll have 7:30 marked out, or at least if you're in a trade. Honestly, I would just close it. I mean, CPI is a market mover. It hasn't been lately, but I mean it is. So if you're gonna gamble CPI, just do it responsibly, obviously. Do it responsibly. But yeah, I mean the ES. So I mean both the ES and the Nasdaq has just selling off, just grinding lower. I think the bulls right now is experiencing cognitive dissonance because they're buying and the market is not going up. They're buying the dip and the market just keeps on dipping. So that, and not only is it keep on dipping, but it's making lower lows as it goes down. And then you get big pushes like this that induces a lot more bulls to get in long at this high just for it to go down. I know a lot of people got caught in this because you're thinking that, okay, I guess this could have been seen as the market just took the liquidity underneath this range. We're popping up. We popped up above this range. Why wouldn't you believe that the market at least goes to whatever this session's or below? But it doesn't. We're getting the market grind lower and grind lower. And then once the bulls are finally exhausted, or at least the bears are starting to take their profits, then we're seeing the recovery at the end of the day. And a lot of the instruments are doing that. I don't know if y'all guys are noticing that, but look how often the market is recovering at the end of the day. So I guess what's happening is towards the end of the day, the market is like, okay, let's get these, let's recover and set it up for the next day. And you can kind of see that. Like, look at what look what it's doing. It's recovering at the end of the day. Kind of recovering at the end of the day. Kind of recovering at the end of the day. And the same thing with the, well, I haven't really been looking at the Nasdaq, but let's see. I mean, the Nasdaq, I mean, I guess a little small recovery right there. To induce more bulls into the market so they can sell it. That recovery towards the end of the day. This is not necessarily towards the end of the day, but yeah, I get the picture. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh man. Infinitely NQ. Thanks for reminding me about that. Thanks for reminding me about that. Thanks for reminding me about that. I forgot about that. I forgot all about that. All right, I'll join the competition. Oh, never mind. It already ends. Okay, never mind. It ends in 1 day. Okay. Dang, silver has gotten dang, silver is popular now. Everybody's talking about silver. Silver is popular. I'll get in on. I'll pay attention to this, and I'll get in on the next competition. Oh, I let it out of the box. Yeah, everybody's in love with silver. Gold used to be the market darling. Now it's silver. I'll put it in the chat. I'll put the link in the chat. So Ninja Trader has a competition called like the Arena. Yeah, and as long as you have a Ninja Trader account, you can join. I mean, shit. I think they've had a competition for like the entire year. Yeah, so. Yep, that's exactly right. Exactly right. Yeah, you should be able to join. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you should be. You should be able to log into Ninja Trader. You know, infinitely in queue. Honestly, I think a lot of these people are using bots though. I think they are using bots. Because when I see someone up a certain amount of money in a short period of time, and you can only trade I think what is it, 5 contracts? Either you're getting in, you're constantly in a position, or there's a bot that's making these trading decisions, because the market doesn't move like that. Not like that. To be up like what, 20, 30, 100K in a short period of time. Because if that's the case, if someone is making 100K in like 1 or 2 days, I mean, what's the point of being in this competition to make $2,000 when you just made 100K in freaking what, 2 or 3 days? So that just kind of tells me that yeah, but you know, I mean, if it's a real person, then you know, congratulations to that person. But it's highly unlikely, though. Yeah, it's highly unlikely. But all right, guys. I'm definitely out of time for this session. I'm about to go to club bed. I do appreciate everybody that joined me tonight. We'll definitely come back tomorrow morning, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good night.